ভালোই
অসুবিধা
চলছে। না 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 না, এসব
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
বাচ্চারা ছিল বলে আমাকে কানেক্ট করে দিল, নাহলে আমি আমার দ্বারা হতো না।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা অন্ধকার হয়ে গেছে।
অন্ধকার হচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ মানে
আহ
রোদটা পেছনে থাকলে, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
এখন
হ্যাঁ, আমরা শুরু করি কাকিমা।
চেষ্টা।
Jai Hind, my dear Desh. Today we are very honored to have Swapna Aunty with us, mother of Captain Sumit Roy. 21 years back, we were in Kolkata where we read in our local newspaper that a very brave mother had said that my son gave his life and fought like a lion, and hence I will not shed my tears. And we never ever imagined in life that someday we will be meeting that brave lady. You know, we always believe that our soldiers are brave because they are trained that way. But bravest are their families who so bravely deal with such an irreparable loss in their life. Pranam Auntie, welcome to Desh. Today we will hear about the childhood of Captain Sumit Roy, his growing up and his sweet little memories from you.
Thank you, Ansuya. And I'm really grateful to Adrija, because you gave me a chance to speak on on your program. And I'm a little honored because it gives a chance to speak about Sumit. Many people don't know about him. He's not that popular. And because I myself, I don't come on the media very often. That is the reason.
Yes.
And of course, today we'll start the childhood of Sumit, how he was, he was born in Kasoli, MH in 10 September 1999. And, because I was working with 14 GTC in Savatu, that is a school, army school. So I had to leave him in Kasoli with my mother. And he grew up with my mother, and often and on, I used to visit him. And as a child, he won't he won't cry as usually the when the mothers left the child. He won't cry, So time passed, and when he was 2 years old, I got him with me and put him in a school, the school I was teaching. So there, we had a trend of this thing, uh, unmarried teachers also, and married teachers we had on. So so when he was put in a school in class one, so one day I asked, we had a trend that we used to call the unmarried teachers Miss, and the married teachers were called Ma'am. So one day I asked him, how do you differentiate between married teachers and unmarried teachers, no, in the class? He says, no, that teachers with big bindi, big round bindi, they are all married and they are called ma'ams, and others are called miss. So that was as a small child of he was just about 5 years old, and that is how he distinguished about teachers and about people. So otherwise, he was a very quiet type of child, very disciplined, and he was a little introvert, you can see, and he grew up to be a very very different type of child, because my elder son was totally different and he was totally different from him. His likes and dislikes, and he was very like immaculate type, like he didn't like so many things like usually the boys did, like they could go around and throw away their chappals, and they could walk along with naked feet, or without proper dressings and all. So he was a different type of boy at the age of 5 also, and so we thought that he is going to be a very immaculate type of person, organized. He was very, very organized. So he wanted, when he left his bed, he would clean his bed, he would clean his table when he grew up, and he would keep the house spick and span. He always wanted the house to be very beautiful, and he would do it himself, keeping up the house. So actually, I had been teaching in residential schools, so he grew up with in residential schools. And one thing was there that he loved watching movies, you know. So in those days, we didn't have TV and all these things, we didn't have mobile phones and all. So he used to watch movies on So there were video parlors in our times, and they used to take
Yes.
20 rupees and show the movies, So he
Yes,
loved
yes.
movies. And just to avoid those parlors, we got a VCR. We bought a VCR in our house. And we used to get a good number of cassettes and or like award-winning movies, English movies and war movies. And so maybe that influenced him when he was in class 10, and he would watch for his board classes, he would watch one movie and then go for his exam. So that was very regular for him, and we never stopped him. And without, if we knew if we stop him, then maybe he won't do well in his exam. So whatever he did, we never stopped him from doing anything. Then he wanted to join the army. One day he told me that he wants to join the army. So we said, okay, well and good. You appear for the exam. In case you are selected, you go for the army. So he appeared for NDA. I don't know from where he got the forms and how did he fill. And still now I don't have the knowledge how he appeared for
He
the
himself
UPSC
arranged
exam.
everything.
I didn't have time, because I was teaching and so I didn't have time for him. So he appeared for the exam also and he cleared. And at that time I was in Punjab, and there, we everybody was very happy. And I was sent for a teachers training in Chandigarh when he was selected for NDA, and he left for NDA. I couldn't even say goodbye to him. So that day I felt very bad, but he went to NDA, and after that IMA, and then in, on 12th December 98 passed out as a commissioned officer. Uh, First post he got in Kutwara. He was very good in sports, and
Yes.
hello.
Auntie, you have
By the
any headphone? Auntie, earphone you have?
I don't know, not here just now.
Okay. Okay, no
Okay,
problem, no problem.
he used to he used to love pets. He used to love dogs and all. So we had a lot of pets in our house, including we had dogs and we had chicks and we had tortoise and we had fish and
Wow.
everything, So when we used to go on holidays and we used to move around, and we used to move around with our pets, We didn't have, in those days we used to travel by bus. We didn't have a car in
Yes.
those days, So we were traveling in bus. So they opened the tin. We put the chicks in a tin and close the lid with small holes in it. So they wanted to open up the lid of the tin and to see whether the chicks were alive or they were okay. So they opened it in the bus and the chicks flew out and they were all, they were all running in the bus, in those days. It was really fun, I tell you. When we had to take a dog also, no, we had to take him in a bus. So it was a different, different time, and now people
Yes,
might feel
absolutely.
ashamed of taking your pets in this thing, buses and all that. So, but we had it was a very nice time, and a very good childhood they spent. So all uh, otherwise also he was a black belt in taekwondo when he was in class 12. In class 12, he was
Yes.
already a black belt in taekwondo, and he
Mhm.
was
Wow.
teaching the
Yes.
students.
Oh, he used to
And
teach also. Wow.
Yeah, from and the same school, and the children used to come from outside also. But it was a residential school, so he used to go out in the city in the evening and coach a set of poor children, and provide them with the dresses and all like that. So in that one way, we have to say he was a child, who didn't want to waste time. Like children usually play and waste time at his age.
Yes.
He was totally very
Yes.
different, and he was very constructive. He wanted to do something constructive from the childhood, and he had a passion for his uniform. From childhood, he had a very big, was passionate about his uniform. So I still remember, my uh, school staff in Delhi. In Delhi school, I was posted. So they were making fun of me. And that when he came home on 20th April 99, and he used to come to collect me from Najafgarh, here in Delhi. So he used to come and he used to be in combat dresses and with cookery hanging. So my staff, my people used to say, "Ki, why your son is on leave and why he comes in the uniform." So that was a passion, even after commission, he had that passion. And on leave also, he used to wear the uniform and move around. So, so that is how,
Auntie, yeah, Anushwa
uh,
also joined us. She is Anushwa.
Auntie
hi,
Namaskar.
Anushka. Namaskar, and nice seeing you, but I never met you people. But
Yes.
often Adrija talks
Exactly.
sometimes. Once a year, of course, we talk.
Yes.
So nice meeting you. Oh, so,
Very
uh,
nice. Very nice.
other,
Very passionate about his job, isn't it, Auntie?
he was a yeah because he was totally different from my elder son. My elder
I
son also
could
is in
not
the army.
join. There was a few network issue. I could not think.
Yeah, I think the issue is there.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
So
yes. Auntie, please continue.
Yes, Auntie. Yes. The both the brothers were different.
totally. And my elder son is still in the army, and he's posted in Delhi itself. But my just like Sumit was a very good orator. He was a very good debater, and whatever he did with perfection. The best part is that I could distinctly make out as a teacher between both the brothers. They were totally apart from in all their habits and everything. So he was very happy when I joined APS Gakshay. He was very happy to be over there. Means he just liked that school. He wanted to be like that, all that organized way of living in a residential school. So after that, very soon I had to leave because I got a government job. So ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 4 years he did from that rural school in Punjab. But the thing is that they changed a lot of schools from the childhood. Maybe 12 to 13 schools they changed. But Sumit never grumbled, never said, I cannot adjust or I'm not coping up or something. Perhaps in those days that nobody said like that. But nowadays we hear the students, they go under depression, they cannot take the change, and there's so much of pressure on them. But in those days, I think it was totally different. At least he never grumbled, and he must have changed about 12 to 13 schools, along with me. So uh, I had a real good time when both the children were there. When I was in Punjab, that was again a residential school, and I was there in Punjab for 6.5 years, and from there Sumit joined ND. And my elder son also went into army. Then I came to Delhi. I got myself posted in Delhi. So in Delhi, uh, whenever they had vacation, they would come, and along with them there will be about six of other friends who would come and uh, stay in my home, because Delhi is the central place wherever they have to go. So after spending 1 or 2 days in my house, they would all push off. So the last when he came for this thing, his holidays, uh, while going on, it was 9th May he went back, but before going he seemed disturbed. I found him little disturbed. He didn't want to go. So maybe, but nobody told us that if anything was going on, nobody told us. So he said, I'm not feeling well. So I said, come, let us go to the base hospital, you get it yourself checked. So he says, no, no, I don't want to go. But he told me one thing, that you make aloo puri just like they make in langar. So I made aloo puri for him, and he loved aloo puri otherwise also. So I made that day aloo puri before going to school. So still I don't know why he told me that, and why I still remember uh, telling him that he didn't just simply go want to go back from the leave. But again he changed his mind and he went back. So that was the last, he came. And 9th May he went from home. 3rd July he was martyred in Dras. Broke his arm. I can still remember when he was in class 7, and we were posted in, you know, above Shimla, that is Shinaru, at about 10,000 feet almost. So there he was learning cycle. Both the brothers, they were learning cycle. He fell down and he broke his arm. And it was winter, and it was all snow, covered with snow. It was winter, and the vehicles had stopped, and I didn't know how to get him to some, planes like maybe Chandigarh or somewhere, Shimla, maybe Shimla, Kasauli, Chandigarh, because there was no vehicle and we didn't have a car, and there was a heavy snowfall also. So I took him and I stood by the roadside, that by chance any truck would pass. So I would take a lift, and I'll take him. So ultimately, by the afternoon, there was a truck who gave us a lift, and we went to Kasoli and got his arm, you know, fractured arm plastered. So these are things, and once I remember in Delhi, he was learning to drive car, and he bashed the car just under the truck. So the bonnet was, gone, but he was saved. The life was saved. So these boys, little bit of, naughty
Yes.
things they keep on doing. Like when they were learning, when he was learning scooter and motorcycle, every day the scooter would fall and the handle would break or something or the other would happen. And so these are little things, still I remember how it was, always I was worried about that I have to take care of them or have to mend that whatever damage he has done. So hiding it from the father, because he used to get very annoyed when these boys were, doing damages to the vehicle or something like that. So I have to hide everything and then cover up everything. And so it was a nice time we spent together. So
Actually, cycle learning is incomplete without a fracture or some
I,
stitches. Cycle
yes,
learning is
because
absolutely incomplete.
actually, yes, because we belong from hills, we don't know how to cycle. I don't know how to cycle, and they were learning it in that height. There was and so obviously they had to fall. So
You
the
had a
boys
tough
have to learn. I had a tough time. Yeah, I had a tough time raising my boys, and you can say single-handedly, because my husband used to be
Yes.
posted at some other place, and I am at the other place. So it was really difficult times.
Uncle was also in army.
No, he was not in the army. He was in
Okay.
Sports Authority of India,
Acha,
and
acha, acha.
yeah, like lastly, he was posted in Nehru Stadium. He was in Delhi, and I was somewhere else. That is how, you know. So when both the
Hmm.
boys went into the army, then I got myself transferred in Delhi. Then I came to Delhi school. But the thing is that
Auntie,
he
you
was very
Yes, auntie. Yes.
he was very compassionate, you know. I completed my studies like I was doing MEd, on service only. I was doing MEd, like I used to write my papers from 2 to 5 used to be my papers, and after I used to come home, my boys, especially the Sumit, he wanted to cook and he wanted to, cook the food and every time, even after he came back from NDA on leave, he used to cook the food. He would tell me that you don't do anything, you just sit, we'll do everything for you. So, and he wanted me to leave the job, and that was it was just simply after me that you just leave the job. 26th June was the last I spoke to him in 99, and still he asked, have you left your job? I said, no, no, I'll just leave because let the session start and I'll put up my resignation. So that didn't happen, So after 3rd July 99, I didn't go for my job. I just resigned since then.
Auntie, you were talking about various animals in your house.
Ah, yeah. We had dog till just the last dog he died just 2 years back, and my my elder son's children, my grandchildren, they want a dog. They are telling you just keep a dog again. So otherwise also we love animals. We have got fish also, aquarium, and then birds we have got. So
And how the both the brothers got this interest in joining armed forces?
Adrija, actually we belong to a small cantonments. Kasoli, Sabatu, they are small cantonments, in Himachal
Okay.
Pradesh, like Dakshai, Solan. They're small cantonments, and our friends have been all in uniform, and they have seen uniformed persons and schools and all. So it is like APS Dakshai and all. They're all army schools, and 14 GTC in Savatu, that was also an army school. So from childhood they are in the army schools, and so and the army environment we get, all the friends are also from the army background. So they both develop the you know otherwise also in Himachal you can see from every house one child will be in the
Exactly.
army, maybe all the four brothers
Hmm.
also in the army, like it happens, so Himachal, there is a trend going into the army, joining the
Going
army
into army.
forces. Yeah, not only Himachal, any hill station like Uttarakhand hill stations you take, like there is a trend. Like in Haryana also, I've seen so many
Ah.
villages. They have got a trend of joining the army. So otherwise, also in my family, also the people are in the army. Our friend circles, they are in the.
Auntie, Captain Roy, did any time he share any experience of NDA or IMA with you?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Like not only he, but his friends used to tell that because he used to be always standing out in Pittu, and he's always getting punished, because he was a little adamant type of thing, Matlab, whatever he understands, he will do that only. He was very adamant in doing things. So, and otherwise also he got this thing. He passed out in with the swords in the first 10, in NDA. And for bayonet, also he got this thing. He was first in the bayonet exercises or whatever they have. So in so many ways, he was always there. Also, he was in the limelight, and he was uh, winning awards, and there also he was getting medals and winning awards.
Auntie, there are, lots of listeners we have today. There are young
Okay.
generation kids and they want to join army. Do you have any message for them?
Of course, I think I think India should have changed the policy, education policy first. Like any other country, they must make the military training compulsory in our education, because that is at present it is becoming more and more important to lead a disciplined life and to be organized and disciplined life of a city. I can see the people should be more aware, and they should have at least 5 years experience in the armed forces. And of course, now the trend I have seen, even the girls are joining, whether it is
Hmm.
in the police or CRPF or whatever it is, armed defense forces. So it should be, people should respect, join the armed forces and at least serve for 5 years, and then they can come back to, if they there is an option always, and they can come back to the civil life. And if they don't, they can opt for the defense services also. But a life with uniform is a different life. It gives you a different attitude and aptitude, which is missing in our public, in our civil public, which is missing. When you are on the road in a city, metro city, you can observe that very well. The difference
Yes.
between a defense person and a civilian, you can distinguish very clearly. So
The
otherwise also,
basic
I think the young
discipline.
generation
Uh,
go for
yes.
army training compulsory.
Already, probably we have a question also. Someone asked that, Auntie, what is your message for us? Like that.
As you
Us
can
means
see, great difference between actually, until like
which age group?
young generations then and young generations now, there is a lot of difference. So, what is your message for the young generations now, present young generations?
First thing I would like to tell them, whatever you do it sincerely. Everybody cannot join the army or armed forces or the defense forces, because in our country the policy doesn't allow also, and moreover, everybody cannot join. There's a their their entrance is very difficult. You have to be at par with their level of entrance. So whatever work you are doing, do it sincerely and loyally, and do it for the country, not for your own sake. At first you do it for your country, and then secondly you do it for yourself. If you're earning, if you're in a job also, you should think that you are doing it for the country. Every job has to contribute to the nation. Whether you are
Absolutely.
a teacher, whether you are a mechanic, or whatever work you are doing, you first think that you are contributing 50% to the nation and 50% to yourself.
Absolutely, aunty, absolutely.
Audrija, do we have any question?
No, there is one lady, auntie, Sara Nitin Rawat. I think she knows you, so she is telling that good to
Yeah,
see
we
you
met
after
in
a
Delhi.
long time. Yes, so she is also watching
Sarah,
and she
Sarah,
has left a message.
so we met in
So
Delhi,
she said,
and Sarah
yeah,
is
yeah,
very active, and of course, and we met here, and
yeah.
mm,
She said,
she was
oh,
there.
good to see you, auntie. Hope meet you soon.
She's in Delhi only. She's here, and we went together in the president's house, and uh, we had a nice time. And actually, met her through Sayed. He's from this thing, Hyderabad. So I met her
Yes, yes.
through Sayed. Yeah.
And there are like viewers actually for whom Captain Sumit Roy is an idol. So they have written that Captain Sumit Roy is our hero. We are proud of him. So they have sent pranam to you.
Actually, Sumit was very young. He was just 21, and he was the youngest at that time. And many times my husband used to say, I don't know what he's doing. He's such a young boy. And many times I used to tell him, don't worry. He has been trained to do the things, and he must be doing well. Whatever it is army knows better, and they have trained every person, every boy they have trained, and he knows what to do in that way. That 4700 was a very tough cliff to climb, and me- twice it had been attempted, and twice it was a failure. And without climbing that, without taking that post under us, we couldn't even combat for this thing, Tiger Hill. So to reach the Tiger Hill, 4700 had to be taken. So after failure twice, when attempt failed, so Sumit and his two 4 5 fellows, they decided to climb from the back. So night 8:30 they started climbing from the back of that hill, and whole night they climbed in that intense cold. And about around 3 to 4 o'clock, they reached the top, and they took the enemy, you know by chance only they took the enemy, and they had a hand to hand fight. The enemy never expected that they will be attacked from behind, and somebody will climb up, and all of a sudden they'll be attacked. So after hand to hand fight, the post was taken from him. That is how he got the Veer Chakra, for that brave brave bravery or brave act.
In Bangalore, and in one of the programs, I met one old retired Garhwal Regiment officer, and even they were telling that we have one very, very brave boy who fought in Kargil War. Means even those who were so senior to him, retired like old people, they also remember and praise the bravery of Captain Sumit Roy. He was exceptionally brave, and he
No,
fought very bravely in
he
Kargil.
was actually, what was the problem? Problem was that they were very young at that time. Kargil,
Yes.
they had just joined, just 6 month old. They were just 6 month, and they didn't know anything. They have never seen warfare. They didn't understand war, what is war. Only they felt they could do the thing, they could climb. That is the thing. And I'll tell you, because of my husband, because he was a sports person, these two boys had been doing rock climbing and all. They had been doing mountaineering. They had to go for hiking and rock climbing. So they thought they could do the thing, and they did the job. That is the But he was too young to do. Anybody, all these, whether it is Sumit or Vijayan Thapar, or they were just only 6 month old, and they have done the job, and they were really brave. So that is that at that age, the you have the grit at that age.
Yes, and the Josh is there, Auntie. That
Yeah,
Josh is
you
there,
have the
fearlessness is there. Yes,
that is the that and of course the adventurous nature, that also matters a lot.
Actually,
yes, yes,
just after completing their training and just after joining the force,
Yeah.
they have got a chance to prove themselves.
Yes, yes, yes,
Since 71, there was no war in the Indian history.
yes. And 71
And
war, we have seen 71. Sumit was just
exactly,
7 year old. They have not seen all that whole lot in the Kargil war. All those officers, young officers, they were just 6 to 7 years old. So they had not seen a
absolutely.
war. So they wanted to see and prove and experience
Prove
everything,
themselves.
prove themselves, and that is how they did it.
And that is how they
absolutely.
brought the victory for us and left the victory and glory
Perhaps,
for the
yes.
nation.
Yes, he won't have died, but it was a misfortune that he was killed in a shelling Otherwise, also he got the bravery award,
Yes.
gallantry award. He got Veer Chakra because of that 4700. And later on, he was killed in a shelling, and that also was a that third night. It was a mass mass killing, you can say. Like they shelled very heavily, and all these people were martyred on that third night. A lot of people were martyred on the third.
Auntie, you have been to Kargil after that?
Yeah, I went 3 4 times. I went to Dras, and they invite every time
Yes.
on this 26th July program and all. So I love to go there. I went 3 4 times, 4 times I went, and you feel nice going there. You get the feel, that yes, your
Yes.
son has done something. You get the
Yes.
feel, and
Absolutely.
you can feel him. Actually, you can feel those boys.
Yes.
Whether you
Yes.
go to the museum, you can feel all alive. That type of feeling comes in. And
Yes.
such barren mountains, and when you go there in such loneliness, but you can feel that they are all alive over there.
That wind has their presence, Auntie.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to see the Veer Chakra.
Vichakra. How can I show?
Auntie,
You have
I'll
please
to
go and
leave
take.
it.
Auntie, leave it
I'll go and
later.
focus.
Yes, yes. You have to. Yes.
If it is not a problem for you, then only you do it.
Okay, I'll try. There has to
Sure.
be light, no?
We are doing lots of
Can you
torture.
see me?
Yes, it
Yes,
is
yes,
seen.
yes.
Yes, yes, yes. This
This is
place
the
is a
Veer Chakra and the citation.
yes, yes. This place is a temple for us, Auntie.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Auntie.
So this is what.
Thank you so much, Auntie. Please relax. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Auntie.
But
Thank
anyway, it's very nice talking to you all. You are
Both
doing a
see
lot of,
no one.
whatever you write, I just go to that, and through you, I've come to know so many people because of,
Auntie, actually, we are trying to
you
keep
talked
our
about
heroes
many.
alive among the new generations. There is, Auntie,
Net
we are just
problem.
trying to keep alive our heroes among our new generations.
Yes, I think you must, because somebody has to do the job. And this is also
Absolutely.
you're doing for the country. This is all what I am saying. Whatever you do, you are doing for the country. Besides whatever is your normal routine work, you are doing this job. You are spending some time. You have to find out much more time. Give so many. You have to sacrifice also your own personal on personal levels. And just to bring us out and talk about the martyrs and talk about the armed forces, and when you motivate, these are all motivational issues, that whatever you are doing, people get motivated. Maybe somebody's life change, you never know. Somebody's thought
Absolutely.
changes.
Kargil war actually changed our life, Auntie, and inspired us to do what we are doing. Whatever we are doing today, it's all due to that one war we have seen
Yes,
and the soldiers
yes,
who fought for us in that war.
exactly. But I must thank
Even
you
Auntie,
very
when
much.
when in present scenario, many people are saying that we should go for a war, we should take a revenge. Even after Pulwama and Uri, we always it is not a very wise decision to go for a war. We lost more than 540 men in a single war. So there should be
You
some
see,
other way to resolve the issues. Obviously, we should protect our borders, but as a nation, we should protect our soldiers also.
you know, war is not good for any country.
Absolutely.
Not only we suffer, the other part, other enemy country also suffers a lot. So war is
Yes.
not a very good thing. But when it
Solution.
comes to solutions and defense personnel, there that is the level where we don't come in, they don't count us also, because for them the priority is the nation becomes the priority. So for them we don't exist. For a Fauji, the family don't exist. For them nation is there and the present situation is there, so they have to take a decision. So we can think that war is not good and we are suffering, many people are killed. They know you have to get something, you have to sacrifice something. No, you don't get
Absolutely.
without sacrifice. So there are so many, you can go for a debate, but you have to see the
Yes.
pros and cons also. And
Yes. Yes.
if they are losing, they are also
No,
losing.
It it
They are
it
also
should be
losing.
the last option.
It should be the last option. It's okay, but the other party also, the enemy party also should think about that. They are losing
Yes.
their men.
Absolutely.
They are losing people. But when they don't want to listen to that, then they have to take a decision. You know, we cannot leave our land go like that.
True. Ma'am, someone has written that, ma'am, we all are your sons now. We will never replace Sumit, but we'll always honor him.
Sumit was not only my child, he was nation's child. When my
Absolutely.
children joined the army, I knew I didn't have that much right on them. I knew it, that I have lost. I'll tell you a small incident. I was in
Yes, auntie.
teachers training in Chandigarh, and Sumit had to leave for NDA from Delhi. My husband had been sending telegrams. In those days, no mobile, nothing. We were sending telegrams. I was in a government job. So the people they didn't like to show me the telegram, so that if they showed me the telegram, they would have to send me on leave. So they didn't want. First telegram they didn't show me. The second telegram was very urgent. By the time they told me, so I from Chandigarh I started for Delhi, and by the time I reached Delhi,
Oh, oh. Auntie, you were telling that by the time you
hello.
reached Delhi,
Auntie, it got stuck actually.
Huh. Also, I
again it got stuck.
Yeah.
Let us wait, obviously. It will be okay within few seconds.
Yes, yes, it will be.
Yes, Auntie. Auntie, by the time
so
you reached Delhi,
I was just saying,
Yes.
Sumit had left for NDA.
oh,
So I reached home. I saw nobody was there. My husband had gone to leave him to the station. And in those days, we didn't have mobile, so
yes, Auntie.
if it was today's scenario, I would have taken a auto or I would have taken a taxi and would have gone to the station to meet him. No, so but in those days it was feasible. By 8 o'clock in the evening, when I reached home, he had already left for his end. So that day I realized that when your children goes for armed forces, once
Yes, Auntie. The connection is little poor actually. It's getting
I
stuck.
know it's disturbing.
No problem, no problem. Auntie, you just means after finishing all the household works, handling the gas station, you give us this much time. This is enough for us. Means
It's
we
okay.
loved listening to you, Auntie. We
Absolutely.
loved listening to you.
So
Means thank you so much, Auntie. Means all our viewers also is flooding with messages. Means it's we all loved listening to you. Next
but
time
the
we
thing
will
is that
go
we
to
have to talk
come
like
to
this. Net getting disconnected at times. So
yes, yes. No problem. These happens. These are
Absolutely. It is getting disconnected, but no problem.
means next we will come to you, Auntie, personally and listen to you. Oh, someone wanted to listen to
whenever
one.
Sure.
you come to Delhi,
Yeah. Someone
hello,
wanted to listen to one funny incident of Captain Sumit.
I'll tell you. There is a small little funny thing. Oh, suddenly one he was in class 11. He was a boy of class 11. Early in the morning, I saw he shaved off his eyebrows. Totally, he shaved off his eyebrows. He shaved off because all the boys were doing that, and he also did the same thing in class 11. That was that is how he got a scolding. Then I also told him when you shave off the thing, so you'll get your eyebrows will become very thick, or very thick growth you will get. So he shaved off everything.
Hmm.
So
This is really, really funny. Kids get
It was it
influenced
was
from
it, it was
the
trending at that time.
yes.
Hanji,
It was trending at that time for the teenagers.
no, because it is a residential school. So when boys, you never know what they plan, what they do. Uh, So once it happened in the same residential school I'm talking, they were all, it was in Punjab, and in Punjab, all Sardarjis, and one fine morning, 5 o'clock PT time, all the boys, they had shaven off their heads. So they got a nice beating from the PT teacher. Like Sardarjis, they don't even cut their hair and they all shaved off,
Absolutely.
So these are all absurd things, they do, the boys do in the hostel.
Yes.
They were away from the house and thinks that
Yeah.
this is the freedom we got.
That is a freedom. Young people, you never know what they feel. And in those days, they were not very much distractions like we have got TV, the
Ha.
films. We don't. So even in hostel was also not. We didn't have so many, recreation. We didn't. We could give the children so much recreation time. So now there is a lot of recreation. We can go out anywhere and you can show them. So those days it was much more disciplined even in the hostel.
Everybody enjoyed the story too much.
Yes. Everybody is telling
Not
what
much
was
to
the
say.
reaction.
So all his friends, but I'm thankful all his friends of 94 batch, APS Dakshai and Punjab boys also, they all invited me last last year, and 94 because they completed about 25 years, so they celebrated. So we met. They have grown up, and they also must be, remembering all those small little things and laughing.
Anusha, now we must give Auntie a break. Auntie's been talking
Absolutely.
to us for the last 50 minutes.
Talking almost for
Anyway,
an
nice
hour,
talking,
and
and it's nice talking to you people. Otherwise, also I have never met you people, and I have not talked so
absolutely.
much, and definitely, and it's very nice talking to you. And otherwise, also if not in a show, otherwise also just can connect me and talk
Sure.
to me.
Yes, yes,
Sure,
yes,
And
Auntie.
Auntie.
anytime you come to Delhi, you just tell me.
Yes, absolutely, Auntie. Absolutely. We will come to meet you, Auntie, and listen to more stories from face to
Definitely
face.
not.
I had a
You're
plan
most
to come to Delhi in June actually. I had a plan
come,
to
come,
be in
come.
Delhi in June, but now the scenario is so absurd. I will come. Surely I
You
will
come
come.
and stay in my house. You come and stay in my
Sure.
place. I'm staying alone.
Sure, Auntie. Sure.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Auntie.
thank you
Accept
so
our
much.
pranam.
Thank you. And
Thank you. Thank you, beta.
accept all our pranam and
And take care.
take
Thank you,
care,
beta.
Auntie.
And God bless you. God bless you. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Stay safe. Okay, bye.
Bye,
Jai
Auntie.
Hind,
Bye,
Auntie.
pranam.